Welcome back to Petverse, where curiosity guides us through the fascinating stories behind the animals who share our lives. I'm Petverse Voyager, and today we're exploring a question that reveals just how extraordinary the relationship between humans and dogs truly is. Why do dogs come in so many sizes? From the tiny Chihuahua that can fit comfortably in a handbag to the towering Great Dane that can stand nearly as tall as a person when upright. The range of dog sizes is unlike anything seen in most other species. In fact, the difference between the smallest and largest dog breeds is greater than the size variation found in many entirely different animal species. So how did one species develop such dramatic physical diversity? The answer lies in a remarkable blend of evolution, human influence, and thousands of years of partnership between dogs and people. To begin the story, we must travel back tens of thousands of years to the early ancestors of modern dogs. Scientists generally agree that domestic dogs evolved from ancient wolves that gradually formed relationships with early human communities. Some wolves likely began scavenging near human camps, benefiting from leftover food while offering humans an advantage by alerting them to danger. Over generations, the wolves that were less fearful of humans survived and reproduced more successfully. Gradually, this cooperative relationship evolved into domestication. Early dogs were probably similar in size to medium wolves, but once they became part of human society, their evolution took a dramatically different path. Humans discovered that dogs could assist with a wide variety of tasks. Some dogs were excellent hunters, helping track prey across long distances. Others were strong enough to pull sleds or carts. Some guarded homes and livestock, while others helped control rodent populations in barns and fields. Because different jobs required different physical abilities, humans began selectively breeding dogs that showed useful traits. This process, known as artificial selection, allowed people to guide the development of dog populations far more rapidly than natural evolution alone would allow. Over time, specific characteristics became more pronounced. Larger, stronger dogs were bred for protection, herding, and pulling heavy loads. Smaller dogs were favored in roles that required agility, such as chasing rodents into tight spaces. In colder climates, thick-coated dogs with sturdy builds thrived, while in warmer regions, leaner dogs with lighter coats proved more comfortable. As these breeding choices accumulated across centuries, the result was an explosion of diversity within a single species. Size became one of the most obvious differences. One fascinating aspect of dog size variation is how much of it can be influenced by relatively small genetic changes. Research has shown that a handful of genes play a major role in determining the size of a dog. When humans consistently selected for dogs with certain body proportions, these genetic traits became concentrated within specific populations. This is why certain breeds reliably produce dogs of similar size generation after generation. The same genetic mechanisms that allow a tiny dog to weigh just a few pounds can also produce giant breeds that weigh over 100 pounds. What makes dogs unique is how flexible their genetic blueprint has become under human guidance. No other domesticated animal shows quite the same range of body shapes and sizes while still belonging to the same species. But size differences are not just about appearance. They are closely connected to the tasks dogs were bred to perform. Consider the dachshund, with its long body and short legs designed to enter underground burrows after badgers. Or the border collie, a medium-sized dog built for speed, endurance, and intelligence in herding livestock. Contrast these with the massive Saint Bernard, historically used for mountain rescue in snowy alpine regions, where strength and size were essential for survival in harsh conditions. Each size reflects a functional story shaped by human needs and environmental challenges. Even companion dogs, bred primarily for companionship rather than work, reflect centuries of human influence. In crowded cities and smaller living spaces, smaller dogs became popular because they required less room and were easier to transport. Larger dogs, meanwhile, remained valued for guarding property or assisting in rural tasks. Over time, these preferences shaped the breeds we know today. It's also important to remember that despite their physical differences, all dog breeds share the same basic ancestry and biological structure. A Chihuahua and a Great Dane may look dramatically different, but genetically they are still members of the same species. This shared heritage is why dogs of different sizes can still communicate through body language, scent, and vocal signals in ways that feel instinctively familiar to them. Ultimately, the incredible range of dog sizes is a living reflection of the partnership between humans and dogs. Few species have adapted so closely to human lifestyles, needs, and environments. Every breed carries a piece of history, a story of the role it once played and the people who shaped its development. Here on Petverse, we celebrate that history because it reminds us how deeply connected our lives are with those of our animal companions. I'm Petverse Voyager, and the next time you see a tiny dog trotting confidently beside its owner or a giant dog lounging gently on the floor, take a moment to appreciate the extraordinary journey that led to that moment. From ancient wolves to the incredible variety of dogs we know today, their diversity is not just a quirk of nature, it is a testament to one of the oldest and most remarkable friendships in the history of life on Earth. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the incredible world of animals who walk beside us.